In the 13th chapter of the book of Revelation, we are presented with a vivid and profound passage that introduces the beast rising out of the sea, symbolizing a formidable power and authority that emerges to challenge the divine order and exert dominion over the earth. This passage, steeped in rich imagery and metaphorical language, offers a glimpse into the cosmic struggle between good and evil, highlighting the relentless opposition against God and his people. The scene unfolds with the Apostle John standing on the sand of the sea, witnessing a beast rising from its depths. This beast is described with 10 horns and 7 heads, bearing blasphemous names on its heads. The 10 horns suggest a fullness of power, while the 7 heads indicate a completeness of intelligence or wisdom, albeit corrupted by its blasphemous nature. This imagery is reminiscent of the dragon introduced in the previous chapters, suggesting a close association or identity with the devil himself, embodying opposition and rebellion against the Almighty. Moreover, the beast is depicted as an amalgamation of a leopard, a bear, and a lion, borrowing elements from the vision of Daniel in the Old Testament. This combination of traits signifies the beast's prowess, ferocity, and strength, making it a formidable adversary. The leopard's agility and speed, the bear's brute strength and ferocity, and the lion's majesty and dominion all contribute to the beast's terrifying presence, designed to inspire fear and submission. The passage further reveals that one of the beast's heads appears to have been mortally wounded and then miraculously healed, causing wonder and amazement among the inhabitants of the earth. This miraculous recovery serves as a counterfeit sign, mimicking the resurrection power of Christ, intended to deceive and lead astray. It is a demonstration of the beast's attempt to usurp the worship and adoration due only to God, positioning itself as an object of veneration. As a result, the whole earth marvels after the beast, entranced by its power and seeming invincibility. The authority granted to the beast by the dragon empowers it to wage war against the saints and to conquer them, extending its dominion over every tribe, tongue, and nation. This worldwide reach underscores the magnitude of the beast's influence and the severity of the challenge posed to the faithful. The call to endurance and faithfulness among the saints is amplified in the face of such pervasive and intense persecution. The passage culminates with the declaration of the beast's boastful and blasphemous utterances against God, his name, his tabernacle, and those who dwell in heaven. This brazen defiance not only challenges God's sovereignty, but also seeks to undermine the divine relationship with the faithful, attempting to sever the bonds of loyalty and devotion that bind them to their Creator. In reflecting upon this passage, one is drawn to consider the perennial nature of the struggle between the forces of good and evil. The imagery of the beast rising from the sea symbolizes the emergence of oppositional forces throughout history, challenging the authority of God and seeking to usurp his rightful place in the hearts and minds of his creation. It serves as a sobering reminder of the reality of spiritual warfare and the need for vigilance, faithfulness, and reliance on God's power to overcome. The narrative of Revelation chapter 13, verses 1 through 4, therefore, is not merely a description of future events, but a call to discernment, perseverance, and unwavering faith in the face of adversity. It invites believers to stand firm in their commitment to God, resisting the allure of false powers and deceptive signs, and to anchor their hope in the ultimate victory of Christ over all forces of darkness and rebellion. The passage thus becomes a powerful testament to the sovereignty of God, the triumph of good over evil, and the unshakable destiny of his kingdom.